Welcome to Colbert Kean Conversations, where real stories spark real change. I'm Melody Colbert Kean, and each week we'll have a conversation about the moments that shape us. We'll discuss leadership, community, and the courage it takes to advocate not only for yourself, but for others. These are conversations meant to inspire action, ignite hope, and remind us of the power of our voices. Colbert Kean Conversations is intimate, empowering, and made for everyday people navigating real life. Click subscribe, join the conversation, and let's step into your boldest, most authentic self. Colbert Kean Conversations. Let's talk. You know we have the holidays coming up.
We do have the holidays coming up. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. We're traveling for the holidays, but whew, the holidays.
Man, I got big plans. I'm eating every day this week.
I mean, I'm not mad at you because I'm going to eat regardless, but I'm going to really eat for the holidays. We do extra.
You know, I think Thanksgiving might be my favorite. You know, Christmas is great because you get gifts.
And but the older you get, you don't.
Well, you can give gifts.
Well, giving,
nice,
yes, nice. You're right.
But Thanksgiving, you just like drive around to different people's house and eat their dinner.
My God.
Which is like the best thing.
In the world.
In the world.
I remember when I was younger and the kids were younger and we would go to the different grandmas and oh my God, we would hit about 5 houses. And you talk about, but I'm going to keep eating.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm involved in so many things that
everybody's inviting you.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do have a different meal
just inviting
every day
you
this week.
That is not a bad problem to have, people.
If you want to invite me, put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments.
I might show up.
How many?
Could happen.
Yes.
You might show up too.
Well, I'm going to be out of town, but I'm not going to show up. But how many houses do you have lined up to go to?
Yeah, I think we might have a tray of rolls for the person who has
We'll have a gift.
Number.
Yes, we will have a gift. When we get all the feedback in the comments, we will compile the information and we will message that person or whatever.
You know, there's going to be that one person that's like, I'm going to 32 Thanksgivings.
Pretty much, and we're going to be like, prove that. Prove that.
We want to see pictures.
Yeah, we want to see, and we don't talk. No, insert your sticker picture into all these different houses. We know AI. We know we have a guru. A guru. Yes.
We can spot it. And we can spot Photoshop if it's the same you in 32 different pictures and the color doesn't match the background. That would be hilarious, and I would love to see those pictures anyway. But
I mean, yes, you're not going to get the free rolls, but you will get an honorable mention for creativity.
For sure.
Because that takes a lot. But you know, when we come to the holidays, it can become like a stress point for people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People are rude.
Are y'all one of the rude people? Are y'all really like...
Don't
be a rude person. I mean, just because you have like some older grandmothers and aunties and cousins and whoever, but there's always those one that's got something to say.
That person that's like, you know, I've been there, I've done it all, and
seen
I got
it all.
nothing to lose by being rude as hell to you.
And so here it goes.
Don't be that person.
Don't be that person. And they're just it's just like vomit of the mouth. They just vomit the words out. Just
sometimes people just don't think about.
Is that what it is?
I think that's what it is. I think that their mouth is working faster than their brain.
That
maybe.
Could very well be.
I hope.
That could very well
not
be.
Intentionally being rude. I'm sure for a percentage they're like, this is my chance. I'm gonna be so mean.
Oh my gosh! I think some people do come with that intention, though. They really come, and it may not
be an orange cat.
I don't know what the labels are, but I do know that it's an attention seeking. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And I don't understand why. It's like, do you want to be is that because they want to be the center of attention, you think?
Maybe it's jealousy. Maybe they're like,
that
I'm not as cool as
yes.
Everybody doesn't think I'm as cool as I think I am, or as I think I should be perceived.
Okay. Have you guys encountered anything like that? Because when he said that about jealousy, a lot of times I think people are jealous of even the people they're going to be around and things that they may have and they don't have, or that they've done and they haven't done.
And you know, probably those people that person are jealous of, they could even be reverse jealous. You know,
Explain that one.
Well, you know, the person that you're thinking, man, that person's got so much more than me, so much better life than me. They may have a mortgage that's choking the life out of them.
Yeah.
They may have a job that they're working 75 hours a week at, and they're thinking, man, I wish I could work less, pay less bills, you know, be more free with my time.
So the thing is, you don't know what those people are going through. You can't just spout off at the mouth. And you know what? Because a lot of people, it's always, well, speak your mind. Well, if other people's lifestyle is the only thing on your mind, therein lies the problem.
Not speak your mind. Danger, Will Robinson.
Danger. Move away.
No,
Shut the trap. Shut the trap.
Mind, but think before you talk, especially in a social setting.
Yeah.
You don't want to accidentally come off and be like, so you've been single for 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me about that. When you getting married.
And I think if it starts with when are you, it should be avoided. Put the brakes on. Just think about it and don't do it.
Don't do it.
When are you? Unless it's, I don't know. It's just no.
Yep. Just if that's the thought that crosses your mind,
just stop. Just stop. Just do yourself a favor. Save heartache. Save people getting mad. Save an argument. Just don't do it. Cause
I think that's really good advice.
Man. When are you? How are you going to? Almost the when, who, whys, what. Don't do those.
Don't do those.
How about start with something like remember when?
How about
remember?
Tell me about what's going on in
your life.
You know, just genuine curiosity about what someone is doing, because you probably don't know. You probably haven't seen them since the 4th of July.
Or longer.
Or longer.
There's some that have stayed away intentionally because you keep bringing up the when, where, whys, and all the things.
Why aren't you married?
Yeah, why aren't you married? Well, when did you pick up all that extra weight? Well, damn.
You're so fat.
Don't
say that.
And if they come back at you with something, because I know you're going to have some people. I know my oldest daughter, she will come back at you with something. I be trying to talk her off a ledge sometimes and be like, hey, let's kumbaya. She will be like, oh, well, if you feel emboldened to say, then I'm going to feel emboldened to give a reply. And if your feelings get hurt, well, there you go. You shouldn't have opened the door.
You know, I think another important tip for the holidays is let's avoid the political discussion.
Ooh, my gosh.
I mean, unless you're trying to save a bunch of money on Christmas presents, don't bring up politics.
Or unless you are planning on running for any seat, whether it's from your local, state, or your federal, then be quiet.
Yeah.
Or unless you're going to put some really real action behind your comments.
Save those opinions for Facebook.
I mean, keyboard warriors, get started. Keyboard warriors, because everybody can say what they want behind a keyboard, behind a screen.
Yeah. But that is, Thanksgiving dinner is not the time to share your political beliefs with your cousin.
Twice removed, 3 times added.
It's
all
not
of that.
Go well. You're not going to change their mind in that few moments while you're like, pass the yam. I don't like politics.
So, by the way, cutting into this turkey, speaking of turkeys, you know who's running and then here we go. We're going.
All of a sudden, it's a food fight.
Literal food fight.
My
gosh.
Man, my mom would be so mad if someone was throwing cranberry.
Do you know how hard I work to get this it prepared for y'all, and then you gonna throw my food?
Oh,
get out!
No
just get out!
Present.
Look, just get out!
Yeah, bye.
There ain't even no. Just get out.
So don't do that,
because I'm gonna save myself and save me from hurting your feelings. Just get out. But yeah, and then there has to be a way. when that conversation starts, to pivot around from that. You know what I mean? How
right?
Help people.
How would you handle it if Uncle Larry is like, "Let me tell you about President Obama"?
Personally, or what I should say. Which answer do you want?
I mean,
because
both is probably
Uncle
really important.
Uncle Larry, I would be like, let me use a different one because I actually have an Uncle Larry. So, and he's not like that. We get along really, really well.
Uncle Larry would not do this.
Yes, Uncle. I don't even know because
Uncle
every
Buck.
name is going to be
Uncle Buck.
We know there's a buck out there, and we're not trying to be. Any name you say is going to be wrong.
We're talking
Uncle
about
Grass.
John
How about Uncle
Candy.
Grass? Well, he's gone now.
Okay.
And I loved him.
I did too.
He was a really good guy. It's time for Mel's Minute, where one powerful thought can spark a whole new way of winning your day. Hey everybody, welcome to Mel's Minute. If someone asks you to provide feedback or input on something they're doing, make sure that you're not just a critic, but that you're able to critique them. But back to the matter at hand. When somebody does start something like that and you're trying to think of a good way to get out of it, politely decline the conversation, you can kind of pivot and say something like, yeah, let's talk about that later, or outside of this setting. Or what would you say? Just shut them down. It's like, no, we're just not doing that.
It depends on who it is and how persistent they are. The first time I'd probably just ignore it and bring up a different topic.
I like that.
How about the Chiefs?
Ooh.
I mean, they won last week, so maybe that's the thing to bring up.
Okay. Cowboys. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. How about your favorite sports team?
There you go.
And that's the first time around that might work.
Yes.
But if they're persistent,
and they will be, you will have some that will sneak it in at a later time.
Yeah. Then sometimes you just kind of have to be like, all right, look, cousin.
So-and-so.
Yeah, cousin blankety blank. This isn't going to work here. We're going to upset our older relatives.
Yeah.
Ooh,
boy. You don't want to get them started. Yeah. And sometimes you just like, you know what? This is light. This is a family atmosphere. And we're just going to keep things light. Tell me what you've been doing in your life.
Yeah. How do you guys out there? How do you handle it?
What would you say? Because it's going to come up. People are going to open their mouth and insert foot. So how would you handle that? Serious.
One good option might be like, tell me how Emily's doing in the 3rd grade.
I love that.
Because people do love to have a reason to talk about whatever's happening in their life and their family.
Especially their kids or grandkids.
If you just hit them with that direct question about what's happening to them. That might be a good...
I like that. And we are always looking for reasons to pull out our phones or picture. Does anybody even print pictures anymore?
No.
Okay, pull out our phones.
Since 2004.
Pull out our phones and show pictures of our kids, their accomplishments, their grandkids. Now, if someone has had a new child and said child...
So I'm just going to say,
the looks.
Don't be the person that brings out the pictures of your baby, but use that as a good redirection.
Yes,
someone else.
That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to redirect. That's a good way to put it. We just want to redirect things. Just redirect. Steer things away from these conversations or moments that can be triggering or
a little tense,
volatile, or
family ending.
Yes, I will never speak to my cousin again, or and that happens.
Yeah, that does happen.
It happens from these family gatherings, from these holiday family gatherings, and it's terrible. And people don't speak for years.
Act right.
Get some act right
on both sides.
Just get some act right. Be the peacekeeper. Be the person.
Peacekeeper. I love it.
Be the person who is trying to bring the people together. Right?
or wrong? What do you think? Tell them in the comments. Tell them what to do. Yeah, we're just we're looking at you.
If they get really, the third time.
Yeah, because
that they bring up politics.
Because it's going to happen.
That's a good time to ask them their opinion about the cranberry sauce.
I love it.
Because
I don't know though.
Well,
cranberry sauce is contentious also, but yes, that redirect, I love that. I love it. People will find anything to argue about. And cranberry sauce, for whatever reason, is one of them. Do you put whole cranberries in it or do you use the jelly sauce? You know what I mean? Which one do you like?
Whole cranberries for sure.
Okay.
That canned stuff? Ugh. I do not like it.
I can't say that I don't like it because, man, something about it. But I like slice it up and dice it up so it looks like, I don't know, like a red blob of something. But that homemade with the whole cranberries. And my mom used to make this cranberry relish it had oranges in it and pecans. And it was so good. So good. So good. But yes, I like that. Bring it to cranberries.
When I was growing up, my stepdad had the best way to keep that from happening.
How was that?
So for birthdays and family gatherings and things.
Okay.
He would want to know from everybody at the table, what was their favorite moment in the last year?
Oh, I like that. That is going to be the new thing.
It gave everybody a chance to talk about their accomplishments and the things they were really proud of.
Yes.
And for everybody to celebrate the things that they had done.
That is something for you to try at your holiday dinners coming up, is to say, what is your favorite thing that happened during the year? Now, that's a way that may get steered back to politics.
Oh, it could.
Oh,
it could.
So tell us a way to narrow that down. Maybe what they personally.
Right. What
okay.
They personally accomplished.
I love that.
What is your moment?
I love that.
Tell me why.
I like it.
What you liked most about President Trump.
Right.
It's tell me most about what you did, whether that's in your work or in your volunteering,
okay,
in your church, or whatever activity it is that you are most proud of.
Okay, I like that. You guys like that? It's something you can start and do. And
by the time you get around the table, pretty much everybody's eaten.
Yeah.
And you've avoided the major political conversation.
I love it. I love it. And that's something you can carry on into a tradition of next year and the year after that. Just some kind of new add on something to it, maybe.
Yeah.
And yeah.
For us, it really became a family tradition.
I mean, love it.
Whether it was, Thanksgiving or Christmas or birthdays or whatever, we would want to hear. And birthdays was a little more focused on, the birthday person.
I love that.
Just that chance to, the conversation always started with, what is it that you experienced this year? What did you learn this year? How did you grow this year?
I love that. And if somebody has a problem, maybe recalling, maybe they weren't as active or did something that was, everybody has different levels. So
maybe they had too much stuffing already.
And that could be too. They're already asleep or getting ready to doze off. But you could also say, what do you hope to accomplish for next year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what are your plans?
So we often
like that.
To that question, if there was more dinner than there was conversation.
More dinner than conversation. Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing?
Well, sometimes.
Is there such a thing in your house, more dinner than conversation? Let us know in the comments, because every household is going to have that one thing that's either very triggering for everybody, and it's either going to be food or politics. They're going to dog the food, talk about the food, who cooked what, and ain't nobody going to eat some. I don't know about in your household, but I will tell you, and everybody in a melanated household can tell you who cooked what. That's what they're going to ask. Okay, well, who cooked that? Who cooked the potatoes? Who cooked the macaroni and cheese? Who cooked this? Because
Well, not everybody's kitchen is the same. Not everyone's kitchen habits are the same.
And that part.
So.
And that part.
You know,
don't
give me those sink mashed potatoes.
Man, don't give me the sink. And if you have animals, my Lord, if you have animals.
Yeah.
Woo, we could do a whole nother episode. We could do a whole nother episode. And we will do a whole nother episode on when you're fixing food for people. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I can't because I'm going to go there, and I'm not trying to go there. So yes, what we're saying is ask things that are uplifting to people, that gets them to talk about their goals or their dreams, what they have planned for the next year, or just in life in general.
Right. That's the best way to avoid family drama.
I love that. Because people always think, I don't want to go over such and such because it's going to be friction, or it's going to be, family is equal to friction most of the time. And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way, people.
I'm so blessed. My family gets along so well.
I love it. And mine does too, for the most part. I mean, we're going to always have something pop up. And every family's going to have something pop up.
Oh, sure.
But it just doesn't have to be that kind that tears you apart.
One uncle.
There is. And you put the name in front of them, because if Uncle we give a name, it's usually kin to somebody.
Like, yeah, my Uncle James. Yeah, that's who you're talking about.
Yes, but we just really want people to have a nice, engaging holiday that you can enjoy your loved ones, enjoy food, and just have a good time.
Yeah, we want you to have the least stressful holiday imaginable.
Yes, and if you plan on doing that, make sure that you drop it in the comments. Make sure that you share this episode, because it's going to be needed for some people.
And subscribe to the channel.
And that part.
If you don't do anything else today, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because it will make sure that you feel accomplished.
That part. Because we're all looking for something that makes us feel validated.
And right up at the top, there's this little bell icon. If you click that, then you're going to get a notification anytime that this channel uploads.
Colbert Kean Conversations.
You want to do that.
Let's talk.